you're taking from who and what the impact of what you're taking from that entity will be on you, maybe not right now, maybe long term, maybe when you least expect it. I think that there are, one good thing you can do within Occupy is establish a constituency of people that you can pick from, and you can take people with their talents and let them do what they can do, and some of that might be running for political office. But I think if you at the ground level take stock of where you're getting your finance from and what your goals and intentions are in running, that will get you very far, in my personal belief.
How about we have something to cover it, like a piece of paper?
My thoughts on that is, I think
What about that one?
it should start in the Congress, not in the executive, not in the judiciary. I think it should be on the Congress because, for example, the TARP. The TARP could have never been gone. The money, our money is gone, but the Congress, they should have known better. I'm not saying Barack is all time. No, I think he is a little bit naive, and he's one head compared to the Congress of 200-something heads, and they've been there forever. They should have known better not to give those money to the banks. And after that, they approved to give the TARP to the banks, and they didn't even say for at least, hey, you know what? In 6 months, we're going to come back and see if you gave those money to the people. Nothing. So I think the Congress should be held accountable.
So getting back to the question, I think one of my favorite parts of this movement is that we've gotten people of so many diverse political views to work together. We have people that are in the Democratic Party, we have a Republican state legislature, we have libertarians, we have Free State Project members, we have anarchists. Anyway, Teresa is one of the people who thinks we actively need to get politicians who support the people instead of going against them. I'm one of the members who sees, who doesn't think we really need leaders, and that this is a huge experimentation in direct democracy that will start taking power away from politics so that we can represent ourselves. But I think, I'm going to finish first, but I think whether you believe that, whether you want a republic and you think we should get people who actually will represent us, the thing a lot of us are agreeing on is that what we're doing now is not working. The Congress is being funded by people who do not represent our interests, by the 1% bankers. They're just not speaking for us at all.
I would only say this. I don't think that we necessarily need leaders, but I do think we need elected representatives that can represent our voices. And that is what is supposed to be happening in Washington right now that is not happening. And so I think that we need to become our own representation, and we need to send people who prove that they can represent us to Washington.
I think it should be both. That when a leader that we pick is not acting in our behalf, that the people has a chance to go there and, hey, yo, do this.
Just a reminder that it starts at the local level too, because when I was PAC chair for the teachers union in Manchester, we interviewed candidates who wanted our endorsement. And what did we do? We asked them questions that led them to an educational conclusion. In other words, we would ask them a question that would lead them to think about an issue in an important way. And the other reason I say that local politics is important, civic politics, is because I think there are several of us that would want to, probably for Manchester, who would want to see the current mayor, lose the next election. And
On Tuesday.
part of what I see behind that is that who was complaining to the mayor about our setup at Veterans Park? Who were they? I'll bet I know. They were the very people, and again, not people, but people who represented corporations that are uneasy with us being there. And so if that man is susceptible to suggestion from those groups, then he needs to be out. And the same thing with every alderman from every ward, and including the alderman at large. So it's local.
I just wanted to quickly just bring us back to the questions that we have, and this is exactly an example of the kind of discussions that we definitely encourage and would love for all of you to be able to come and join us in General Assemblies or host your own General Assemblies, and that's, yeah.
Thanks. So there were a couple